Hello, hello, friends. You are listening to the We Rise Together podcast. This is a weekly podcast where 5 women have come together to help you and encourage you to living the best life that you could possibly live. We base all of our life on certain areas, and that's what this podcast is about. We hold each other up. We encourage ourselves and others in all the areas of life that need to be loved and taken care of. Areas like your finances and your faith, your family and your friends. We don't leave out fun, and we definitely don't leave out what we do for a living. So I hope you will join us every single week right here on this podcast. If you want to see us live, you can find us on YouTube. If you want to get to know us better and be a part of our community, please go over to Facebook. You can find the link in the description of this video. We have a Facebook group called We Rise Together, and we would love to have you join us in that group. So join us every single week right here. And don't forget, life is better when we rise together. Hey, friends. Welcome to the We Rise Together podcast. About hitched in my voice there. Welcome back. This week we are going to showcase. We don't talk a lot about the company that we're with on this podcast because we try to give you guys a lot of good value that is outside of the company. But we do want to showcase something that is kind of important to all of us. And that's that our company has so many amazing drinks, and they taste good and they're good for you. And the way that they make these drinks, they are so yummy, and they are just like, they're just so great. And so I just wanted to start with one of my favorite drinks, which is the very first product that I actually ever bought from Q Sciences, besides the Q Core, the daily vitamins. And it is the Peach Calm Twist with hemp. So this one has hemp in it. We also have one that does not have hemp in it for people that do not want the hemp. Or if you live in Canada, you can't have hemp. I buy the one with hemp, and the reason it's my favorite is there's a couple of reasons. One, when I first found Q Sciences, I was on a stress level of 85. Like, my stress was out of control and my cortisol levels were out of control. And so I just wanted something to chill me out. I was looking for anything that would chill me out. And I just wanted something that at the end of the day, because I don't drink alcohol, so I can't rely on wine. Not anymore. But I wanted something that would just be kind of like a drink, and it would just make me feel calm. And this peach calm lemonade is so delicious. I drink it over ice. I've drank it warm. I don't like it as much warm personally, but I drink it over ice, and it's refreshing. It's good. It's good for me. It has hemp in it, and it literally took me from a level 85, all the way down to being able to just chill out and not feel like I was just so like anxious and just overwhelmed feeling. So that's my favorite drink. And I order it all the time because I still to this day drink it almost 2 years later.
Yeah. So, and you know what, Kori, I think like you're in the States, you have the hemp in it, but I think other than the hemp, I think it's the same ingredients that we have in Canada, same thing, but without the hemp. And I want to point out that one of the reasons it is so good for stress is because it has the GABA in it.
Yeah.
And the 5-HTP, right? Amino acids, basically, aren't they? A type of amino acid that I know that GABA has been a go-to for stress and anxiety since the late 90s, for sure, mid 90s. So definitely a tried and true thing. So yeah. I don't know what the difference would be with the hemp, obviously just the hemp part of it.
Yeah,
But
just the endocannabinoid system. I
right.
mean, I love hemp. Hemp works really well with my body, I found.
Right.
So I really like it. Another thing I really like about this peach tea lemonade is that it has magnesium in it, which we don't really think about needing magnesium, but magnesium is one of those minerals that we don't get from our food.
It has ionic magnesium. You're right, Kori.
Yeah. And so it helps my daughter's migraines.
Well, and also a big link to anxiety from with magnesium.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. I really like the taste of it. I don't have a lot of anxiety, but every once in a while I'll have one just in the evening with ice, and it tastes good. They're good.
It's really good.
There is one other product in there too that is really good. Well, there's more than one more product, but the L-theanine. I know there's people that look for products with the L-theanine.
Yes.
Yeah.
That helps as well. And then if for sort of the essence, I guess, ingredients, there's lemon balm extract and passion flower extract. And anybody who's used essential oils or drinks tea or anything like that knows that those two products as well are quite calming.
Yeah, fantastic for calming. Yeah.
I just wanna let everybody know that they won't hear from our amazing friend Greta today because it's snowing where she lives and it's given her a wee little bit of a nasty headache. So we're gonna miss her amazing input, but
Which I'm sure she's drinking one of the calm drinks, I'm sure, or the Rev. Yep.
Yeah, the Rev is fantastic for headaches, right? For migraines and circulation.
Yeah. It's the magnesium in it because Rev has magnesium in it. And so here's an interesting fun fact. I don't give Allie the Rev. My daughter's name's Allie. I don't give her the Rev for her headaches, and she gets the migraines that put you out, right? In bed for a couple of days. Same as Greta. And I don't give her the Rev because the Rev actually gives her more anxiety because of there's some caffeine in it, which I know caffeine helps with headaches too, but
sometimes, right?
Well, but that's why Greta takes it, is because she's found that the caffeine in the Rev, because she used to drink 3 cups of coffee before. Now she drinks this. Okay. And what's really interesting, just so people realize, Rev is our pre-workout drink. So it just goes to show that, the products are good for more than one specific, even though they're made for one thing. Like this is a pre-workout drink, amazing pre-workout drink, by the way. It'll give you the zooms really good, but it's good for other things too.
Right. And I think if you're using it for a headache, you're not taking a full scoop.
No.
Greta says she does.
Well, maybe she does. Yeah. I think and it's like
okay.
Everything's different, right?
Takes it for circulation. I think she takes a quarter of a scoop, right, Joe?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can't take a whole scoop of Rev either. My husband does. He can take a whole scoop and be fine. If I take a whole scoop, I get those tingly lips and the feeling that I need to go running.
That's what it's. We talked to Ann Billings, who is the VP of, she creates all these amazing things. She says that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
If you feel the tingles and it's okay. It's not like you're having an allergic reaction or anything. That's what it's supposed to do.
Isn't that the niacin in it?
Yes, I believe it is the niacin that's creating that.
I just know my son is he's been worked out at the gym for years, and he said that it is the best pre-workout, the best natural pre-workout he's ever used, because there's not a lot of junk in this one, right?
Well, and this has got B12 and it's got magnesium citrate. So if you look up magnesium citrate, there's all sorts of different versions of magnesium, and everyone does something different for you. The sodium that's in it comes from pink Himalayan salt. There's some potassium in here. L-citrulline, L-arginine, anybody that
all the L's,
up, those amino acids, taurine. So, I drink this for my afternoon pick-me-up. I put about just under a half a scoop in about 3 cups of water, and then I sip it. And it's like that, but it doesn't give me the tingle. Well, it'll give me the tingles if I drink too much too fast, but if I sip it all afternoon, it definitely helps me get, through the afternoons if it's been a late night or an early morning.
Right.
Do you like the pineapple or the strawberry better?
I like them both. And I sometimes mix them.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Tanner says he likes the pineapple better than the strawberry, but I agree with you. I've tasted both. I think they're both fantastic.
I like pineapple.
Right? You liked pineapple too?
Yeah. I'm a tropical flavor girl, though. I like coconut. I like pineapple. Like I like the strawberry. I think it's yummy. Don't get me wrong. But if
actually, it is strawberry coconut, right?
Oh, I thought it was strawberry coconut.
Strawberry coconut.
I didn't know that.
Because I thought it was fresh strawberry.
Well, it says fresh strawberry, but I know that there's some coconut. There was.
Okay. Probably coconut terpenes in there for flavor.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about the flavoring. Let's talk about the flavoring. How they flavor our drinks. This is one thing that I really think that people need to know, because I have tried a lot of different drinks from a lot of different companies, and they always taste like diet Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Or to me, almost like perfumey if they're really artificially, right? You get that, like bubble bath taste.
So our stuff, and I think it's really important for people to know, is flavored with terpenes. So when we say it's strawberry, that is flavored with strawberry flavonoids, like strawberries. If you're allergic to strawberries, they actually remove the allergens from our products. So it's a big deal. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. Like, it's actual flavor. Yeah. You can tell too. Like the hemp that I take every day, I take the berry fuse. It tastes like berries because it's flavored with berries. It's not flavored with fake berry syrup. There's no fake berry syrup.
And you know what I have to add into this? We've gotten a little bit of flack from some other members of other companies saying, "Oh, your flavors are artificial because you can't." That's wrong. You can have it, and it's from a terpene. And Dr. Kimberly and Anne have gone to great lengths to make sure that our flavors are natural from terpenes.
Well, and I did hear Anne say one time, sometimes she kind of laughed. She says, no, she says, like for peaches, we don't go and smash all the peaches. We found ways to take the terpenes out of different citrus and herbs to come up with the same kind of peach flavoring.
Is it not through the biosync technology?
But it is.
Yeah.
But she says we would need a whole ton of peaches, right, to do it. So, but she says it's still natural. It still comes from the terpenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And when it says natural flavors, like there's such an umbrella, at least in the United States. I don't know how Canada does it.
Here too, Kori. We're a little bit stricter than you guys, but not much.
So apparently we're not strict at all.
Not at all.
Like they're just like, here's a Twinkie, like eat it, whatever. Who cares what's in it? But everybody's becoming wise to that, right? They're looking at packaging and it says natural flavors. Well, our natural flavors, it's so nice to know that it actually is natural flavors.
Right, because a natural flavor could come from, and I'm going to use a flower as an example. A natural rose flavor in something could be that they took a rose petal, a bunch of rose petals, and stuffed it into a cup full of toxic alcohol and let it sit, and then that's still natural, right? Yes. That's still natural. So it actually, it's very deceitful. You need to know your sources, right?
Trust the one nice thing, I mean, Kori kind of touched on it, that they're pretty lax in the US with their standards and their regulations. Q Sciences doesn't do things by the US standards. They do things by the European standards, which is the strictest ones in the world.
I love that so much that we go by European standards, because what that means is that we can get into so many different countries that other companies cannot get into. We actually sell our products in other countries. Everybody else is like, our drinks are available to other countries because we follow such a strict, you know, what's it called? What word am I looking for? Standards.
Yeah. Quality of standards. And that's the other thing, is any of our drinks that have hemp in it, in fact, any of our products that have hemp in it, we actually have on our quality of standards the QR code. And you can literally go scan that QR code and it will tell you everything where that product come from. Now, our rest of our products don't have the QR code, but they do all have a data sheet and a quality of standards, right? Yeah. So you can go and see exactly what that is, right? And where, you know, what its quality is. A quality assurance, right?
On the back, it shows the little icons. This is the peach twist, or the call them peach lemonade without the hemp in Canada. And it shows us that it's vegan, that it's gluten-free, and it's GMO. And every single one of our products will have the GMO on it.
And I need to talk a little bit about the GMO, because GMO to me, I mean, anybody that knows me knows that I'm a little bit psycho when it comes to like organic and non-GMO products. If it is non-GMO, if it's GMO free, that tells you that it, chances are it probably doesn't have glyphosate on it, because products, grains and vegetables that have been sprayed with glyphosate are genetically modified, because that's the only way they can actually tolerate the glyphosate. Glyphosate is the main component in Roundup and herbicides. So being non-GMO and GMO free is a big deal. And every single one of our products and ingredients in our products is GMO free.
So that this is really interesting to me. So I'm looking at the product facts on the back of just this column. I know we haven't even talked about anything else but column yet, but just because it's my favorite. But I'm looking at the back and it says total fat 0 grams, sodium 0 milligrams of sodium,
that's a big
1 carbohydrate, 0 grams of fiber, 0 grams of sugar, 0. There's like nothing in this besides 1,750 milligrams of ionic magnesium, L-theanine, Ganoderma extract. What's Ganoderma extract?
I don't know, but I'll be looking it up.
I'm going to look it up too because it tastes good. But everything in this, I guess what I'm saying is that like, even if you're keto, vegan, like you can have this stuff. It's right? Diabetic. Yeah, you can have this and it's so calming. But
even the color is natural because it's from beet juice.
From beet juice. Yeah. And so not to redirect, but our drinks are so health rounded. Like I'm thinking, because it's like we have the detox tea, right? All natural detox tea for a light daily detox. But here's another beauty. And I put it in a jar because it looks prettier by my coffee pot.
The brew.
I put a cup of this brew. I put a cup, not a cup. I don't put a cup of it. I put a scoop of brew in my tall to-go coffee cup. I put a scoop in my coffee every morning. Golden. It is so good.
So I just looked up Ganoderma, and the reishi mushroom, also known as Ganoderma lucidum and lingji. Reishi mushrooms. People know me reishi mushrooms, right?
Oh, okay. A lot of our products have reishi mushrooms in them.
A lot of our products have different mushrooms, like the GABA or the brew has the
brew.
Yeah. Brew has lion's mane in it.
Yeah.
It's got ashwagandha in it.
Ashwagandha is a huge deal. I think everybody should have ashwagandha every day.
Yeah. Ashwagandha is so good. This stuff literally is like, it's like a adrenal endocrine system reset button.
Right? Balancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bink, reset, easy button. Drink it every day is so good.
And you know what I like about it, Kori, is it's so versatile. Like Jake talks about how he has his coal. He throws it. Now I hear people are putting it in their mocha malt protein shakes.
I put it in my protein shake also. If I don't feel like having my coffee that day, I put it in my chocolate or my vanilla protein shake every single day. Yeah.
So in the winter time, I was taking it. It was my afternoon treat. I would have it with an organic decaf instant. My heated frother with actually 10% cream. Who am I kidding? Not using milk. I'm using cream. Some organic honey, and it was a really nice coffee treat, just like a, almost like a, I don't know, like a latte type thing, right? But yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to do it cold for summer. Make some iced coffee with it and put it in the iced coffee. I think that would be fantastic.
It is like, I mean, so I'm just going to get real, like mom real. Like we have kids. And moms that run themselves ragged and run themselves into the ground and do so much for everybody else and not themselves. And they are exhausted and they are tired and they don't know how to or what to do for their body, need to drink brew.
Brew.
Seriously, women's adrenal glands, stress and cortisol and family life and working and all of the life's pressures really will screw up your adrenal system. And I'm not even going to include what we put in our bodies for food. Like I'm not even including that, but just that alone, just that stress of life alone will screw up your adrenal gland system like so fast that you're gaining weight without knowing why. You're exhausted. You're not sleeping well, or you're sleeping, but you're still exhausted. You can't barely drag your butt out of bed and you got bags under your eyes. This stuff. And I'm talking from experience, ladies. Like,
and you know what, Kori, there's so many things, and that's a whole other show, and maybe we should do a podcast on that, of all of the different endocrine disruptors, anything with fake fragrance in it. And we are surrounded by that. Even those of us that have gone great lengths to make their homes toxin free and don't have a lot of the fake stuff in it or any of it, we're still, you got to walk through a grocery store. You got to go into restaurants where people are wearing perfume, and you can't expect the whole world to not wear. Brew is just the bomb. It really is.
And I don't even know what else to say about it other than it tastes good. It makes me feel good. It's got lion's mane in it. It's got ashwagandha in it.
It's got, I think there's
6 different mushrooms in there.
Yeah, I think there's 11 ingredients and 6 of them are mushrooms, right, Joe?
I think so. I don't have a bag down here right now.
So. The other thing I want to mention with it is a lot of people have replaced their coffee. They don't even drink coffee anymore. And Greta, who's our partner, who's just not here tonight, she's a real coffee gal. Like Greta's a coffee snob. And she said that she found when she started drinking the brew that she wasn't craving coffee like she usually did. She still drinks coffee, but that's a choice. But she's
not drinking as much anymore. And now she's enjoying it because it's a choice, not I need to have it.
Have it. So I do believe Sarah Spencer and Jamie they've quit drinking coffee from it. That, to me, if you're looking for a coffee substitute and you're struggling with drinking coffee, that would be a great place to start.
Yeah, this is a really good place to start. And it tastes good. Like I find, because I put it in my coffee, I find that when I go to work, I get busy, right? Like I get busy, I put my coffee cup down, I get to work and I start working. And sometimes I'll only drink half of my cup of coffee. But if I have this in it, I will make sure that I drink all of it because I want all the benefits of this. And it doesn't come in this jar. This is an old spaghetti jar, just so you guys know. Spaghetti sauce jar that I bought.
It comes in a beautiful brown,
like paper.
A craft type
craft bag with a Ziploc in it. It's really very, very
I cut the label off. This is the actual label. I cut the label out and I glued it to my jar so that it can sit by my coffee pot.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that other than the brew and the Rev, which comes in this with a scoop, our drinks come in these awesome, convenient packets that you can throw in your back pocket. You can throw in your purse. You can give away as samples if somebody says, "What are you drinking?" This is my favorite is the Q Sport, the Tiger Punch. I find this for me personally, and it's only personally, I find it a little strong having all of it in the 16 ounces of water. So I just sprinkle maybe a third to a quarter of a package in my big bottle. Besides, it's a way to drink more water during the day when I put just a little bit of flavoring in there. This is amazing. I mean, nitric oxide, you guys, in here.
Yeah.
Right. There is caffeine in this one. There is a kid's version
right here. Yes. If you didn't want the caffeine, the kids one has all of the same ingredients pretty much as that one, but without the caffeine. So it still has all the brain supporting nutrients, the nutrients and the amino acids in it.
Oh, this is the one that's the strawberry coconut. Never mind. This is fresh strawberry. This is the strawberry coconut.
Yeah. The Tiger Punch is strawberry.
Point out, if you have kids in any type of sport, these are amazing for kids in sports. Instead of giving your kid Gatorade or Powerade or whatever, not only can you just take bottled water with you and throw these, pour it in when you're there and shake it up and drink it. The kids love them. They're so good and they're good for them. They're not Gatorade and Powerade and all that stuff is packed full of trash.
Tons of brain health in this little pocket. Like it's crazy.
And energy. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like I wish they had them. I wish that I would have joined Cube when Connor was wrestling because I would have bought those. Because I did buy Ningxia and we would take boxes of Ningxia to every single match. And all the boys got to know, they called Connor Goose. I don't know why they called him Goose, but they called him Goose. And so they would call it Goose Juice. And they'd be like, give me some Goose Juice, give me some Goose Juice. And all the boys on the wrestling team just started drinking it all the time. But I wish they would have had that stuff because I would have been taking packs of this to wrestling matches.
Yeah, right.
With that stuff in it.
And then the other one that Joe was talking about, the Tiger Punch, which is an energy drink. The other one is the same idea, very similar ingredients, but it is called the Dragonberry Q Sport. And it's dragon fruit and berries. I like it. I like both of them. But you know what, you guys, I've been mixing half of the greens, which is the apple cinnamon flavor, and half of the Dragonberry in my 16-ounce stainless steel Stanley cup with ice and water. And that's what I've been drinking every afternoon. And I absolutely love it. It's like, it's like, okay, I want to drink my greens, right? Yeah. Some people have a hard time with drinking greens. I think ours tastes so good. But you struggle with the greens still?
I struggle with greens in general. I think it's a mindset thing. I don't think that it has anything to do with, I don't mind the taste of ours. It's literally because it's green.
It's because it's green. You should try it maybe with one of the energy drinks, Kori, and just shake it up in a stainless steel shaker can and try it. Like I said, I use half of each packet because that's about, they're both good for 16 ounces. Actually, I think the greens is for 12 ounces, right?
So if you put it in a stainless steel canister or a dark covered, you won't see the green.
You won't see the green and you will never know. It mixes so good with those sport drinks. And I just absolutely love the taste of it. Love it.
I have both of those. Maybe I'll try it tomorrow. I'll put it in.
I haven't tried it with the Tiger Punch, but I think I'm going to put the greens with the Tiger Punch. Have you ever tried that, Joe?
No, not yet, but I will be.
So a little bit about the greens, now that we're on the topic of that. The greens is really meant for nutrition support, but also to help the body naturally detox, right? Because you got the spirulina and the chlorophyll and all of that kind of stuff in it. I just look, it seems to me there's dandelion in it. It's just absolutely amazing. So you got like wheatgrass and barley grass, alfalfa, all of the stuff that's green. Licorice root, spinach leaf, Icelandic kelp. That's the one I was trying to think of. Icelandic kelp and the milk thistle, besides the spirulina and the chlorella, which is so good for detoxing. The other thing for your gut is the apple pectin. Right? I know
that too.
Right? Greta's daughter Isabella had such gut issues, horrible gut issues. You guys, she could hardly drink water. She drinks 2 of these a day and her gut issues are gone. I mean, she does other supplements, but she says that this is what she feels. That's why she drinks 2 of them a day. This is really filled in for her, right? So it's to help detoxify, cleanse the body, promotes healthy energy, improves digestion, nutritional gaps, immunity, and alkalines. Helps keep the body alkaline instead of acidic. So
super important. That's super important. Keeping the body in an alkaline state.
Right? Because it's common knowledge that a healthy body, a diseased body is always acidic.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I should say, is how I should put it. So yeah.
Yeah,
we're lucky to have all these drinks.
We could talk about these forever and ever and ever and ever.
Right.
Well, I think that, I don't know how you ladies feel about this, but if anybody that's listening to this podcast would like a sample of one of these drinks, maybe you could find us in our Facebook group, We Rise Together. I know that the link is in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
And just join the Facebook group. You can put any one of our names down as the person that invited you. Doesn't matter. Just reach out to one of us, ask for a sample of the drinks.
Yes.
Because we would love to send you guys samples so that you can taste it, you can feel it, you can know what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I would love to send somebody a sample of things.
They're super easy to send. It's basically stuff them in an envelope. It's cheap. It's not like it's going to be an outrageous cost for us. So definitely reach out. Now, if you want to try the hemp stuff, you have to be in the US and you reach out to Kori for that. In Canada, I'm sorry guys, you can't get that hemp stuff. They won't let it cross the border.
But Kari and Joanne or Greta can all help you find other, the alternatives.
The regular Teach Calm is amazing. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Are we going to wrap it up, ladies?
I think so.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. As usual, we're so grateful that you pop in and listen to us. I think this is episode 19 or something. So we are
we're due for a special guest.
I think we are, Kori. Absolutely. So until next week, remember, we rise together.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that's a wrap for this episode. We are so grateful you joined us as we discuss our experiences on our life's paths. Our vision, no matter where you are in your life path, is to add value to your life by sharing ours. You can find more incredible resources in our We Rise Together Facebook group. We'll leave the link posted in the show notes at the bottom. And until next time, we appreciate you, and remember, we rise together.